Sounds working. Whoa. Man, it's bright out here. Yo, what's up, Daryl? How you doing, bro? Yeah, it's been crazy, man. It's been crazy lately on YouTube. My views have just fallen right off a cliff. It's crazy. Went from tearing it up in the lives to now I'm having a hard time getting 5 people to pop in 3 hours. It's just bonkers. I used to get like from month to month or week to week, I was getting something like 20, 25, 30,000 views per week. Now I'm getting like 200, 300. It's just absolutely bonkers. It's crazy to think. I don't know what's happened or what was done or what's going on or what the deal is, but it's like a total landslide of right down to nothing. Tarzell just finished moving into our new warehouse. Oh no. Wore the freak out. Well, congratulations on the move. But man, that's never a good time though. That'll take you right out, man. That's for damn sure. Yo, what's up, Tim? How you doing, bud? By the way, Tim, that frame you made with that double pinky hole is really badass, dude. That was crazy looking thing. I could just see Coin right now salivating over that little beauty with a double pinky hole for him to violate. With the team, oh yeah. Well, gotta let the pup in. Hell, we had a good like 8 inches of snow come down last night. Really wild. My son woke up this morning. I was downstairs watching TV. He was getting ready to go to work and tried to back out of the driveway and got stuck on the mountain from the he got stuck on the mountain from the snowplow. I had to go out and push him out and did the driveway. Came in, watched a couple of YouTube videos, and then I was like, fuck. Let's see if it's warmed up a little, and it has. So I'm like, I'm gonna go outside and shoot. I think tomorrow morning I'm gonna go fishing. I may go live from the fishing hole. We'll see. But I figured we get some shooting in today. Yeah, I got my analytics in too. I was checking it out this week. It's crazy. Before it used to be like 70% United States, or let's say 60% United States, 30%, 25% somewhere around there. It was the UK, and the rest of it was the world. Now it seems the UK is taking the top spot, and the world, the United States, is tied. So I don't know what's going on, and it just happened overnight like that too. It was really fucking weird. We were tearing it up on the lives, and all of a sudden, boom, everything fucking disappeared. I don't know if this is another one of those things. I know we have a YouTube guy up here in Canada. You guys probably know him, Joe Robinette, and he was talking about the same thing. He's like, fucking, his views fell off the face of the earth, and everything's gone to shit. And you can't figure out what's going on. Just wild. Almost 70 degrees here. Wow, 70 degrees would be sweet. What frame am I shooting today? Yo, what's up, Rex? I'm shooting the Aries today. Having a little bit of fun. A little bit of Tim's handiwork. Yep. I have a 5-head. I don't have dreams. I have movies. I've heard it all. Yeah. Yeah, so a little bit later, I'm gonna get into the garage, set up my. I've got my batteries charging and all that stuff. I want to set up the sled, get that ready to go. It's supposed to be super warm today or tomorrow, so I probably won't even need to. I won't even need the heater. I'm debating if I should just leave it at home and save some of the weight. I might just bring it anyway, just in case. But sitting outside when it's like 2 degrees won't be all that bad. That's for damn sure. Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite frames too. Yo, what's up, Knuckles? I know Rex loves him some Aries. He's got a beautiful one too. He's got a beautiful Aries from the Layton's guys. One of the nicest I've ever seen. I don't know if you guys saw my post recently on Facebook. I posted it a couple of days ago, and hold on, I'm gonna clean up this camera lens here. Looks like I got a bunch of glare on there. A little bit better, maybe. So, up where I'm at lately, they've been doing. They're trying to pass this law that's gonna make it. Basically, it's gonna allow the government to control all the internet, and what kind of news that we could watch. So they've been doing this really heavy ad campaign lately on the CBC. So everywhere, on all the news channels, on Spotify, on YouTube, I've been getting these commercials talking about misinformation and all this stuff, and that you should trust the local news and you should trust the CBC, and we're there for you, blah blah blah. So just the other day, they're live on this talk, and what's her name? Rosemary Barton. She's the chief political analyst at the CBC. Is over there talking about this guy that jumped ship and joined the Liberals, and they were supposed to shut her mic off and go to the new mic, and they left her with a hot mic on, and she just admitted flat out, "Ha ha ha! It's okay. It's all fake anyways." It's all made up anyways, were her exact words. And yeah, so everything's kind of blowing up here, you know, with the absolute, the nothing but the absolute proof that the media, the legacy media, is just lying their fucking pants off to you. And the worst part about it, is our government funds them taxpayer dollars, $1.8 billion a year for a propaganda machine. Totally busted. Yeah, it was brutal. Yo, Joseph, how's it going, buddy? Have you seen the last South Park with Trump, Satan, and JD? No, I haven't seen it. I should probably check it out, Dave. Hey, Dave, was that you who sent me the email? Was that you? I was just looking at it this morning. Aha! Okay, I'm going to give you an answer a little bit later. I got to check out some stuff. I got to see. I'm going to read into it, because I get these kind of emails almost all the time, and a lot of them are scams. So most of the time, I just ignore them. I just saw Dave Slingshot, so like, oh, okay, maybe I'll check him out, just in case he pops up in one of my lives, and we'll chat. All right, Dave, I'll check it out. I'll check out that email. I'll get back to you. I get the same. Yeah, I'm curious to see what's going to happen now with the. It seems like the tariffs are considered illegal, so I don't know if they're going to stop doing them or if anything's going to change yet. So I'm going to give it a couple of days, and then we'll see if we can get some shipping done back down to the States. I got a couple of frames I got ready. I got to hit up the. I had to refund some money to some people, so I'll see if they want their frames. If not, then I'll sell them off. But it might be worth trying to get rid of them while I can. I've got some a bunch of them that are in the works. I'm going to get into the shop a little bit later today. I got to clean one up for somebody already, and then we'll see. I see one of you showing how to use cuff bands. Why did you stop using them? Honestly, I found they work fine. They work fine enough, but there's two reasons why I stopped using the cuffs. For one, I want to be able to see where my bands are attached there, because that's always where they break, and the cuffs cover that. Two, I found them a little bit of a pain in the ass to do. They lasted quite long. They shot really well. They added a little bit of weight towards the pouch end, which slows down speed a little bit. Just like the wrap and tuck using elastic to wrap and tuck them at the pouch end. I found for the lightest amount, the fastest speeds, the most reliable tie, and the longest band life that I've had, the constrictor knot with some butcher's twine, 1 millimeter butcher's twine, has been the best thing for me. I know some people prefer to have the ribbon stuff or crystal string or whatever, but for me, when I was doing those videos, I was exploring which setup I would like the best, and I had gone to the amber belt for quite a while, and I've just decided that the best bang for my buck for the smallest, most comfortable shooting, lightweight on the pouch end, for me is always has been the Constrictor knot, and that's why I've stayed there. I'm really looking forward to getting that frame from you. Very anxiously excited. Which frame you talk about, Marius? Heading up to get some stuff done. Have a good week, everyone. Later, Mark. Take it easy, Rex. Yeah, I do find the cuffs, they worked fine. You know, that wasn't the issue. They were kind of clean looking too. I like the way they looked. The only issue is that when you start getting a hole in your bands, you can't see it until it snaps. And I had two band sets, or 2 or 3 band sets that I had tried, and I was shooting them. I thought everything was okay. Then I was in full draw, and my band snapped, and one of them gave me a little ding on my frame. So for me, that's why I stopped using those. I also had the same issue with the sleeved tube bands. I didn't like that because of that issue. Oh, Mr. Mo, is that you? Okay, I was wondering what you were talking about. I couldn't tell with your picture. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, I'm going to be getting in the garage and working on that today. Later on today. Tomorrow I'm going to be on the ice, so there'll be no working in the or no shooting or working in the garage tomorrow. But yeah, I'm hoping to get my pike this year. That was a terrible miss. It was kind of embarrassing even. There we go. Yeah, I'm definitely a Constrictor knot guy. Ever since I've made the switch to that, and I figured out the right the material I was going to use for the knot, and the 1-inch butcher's twine, or sorry, the 1 millimeter butcher's twine has been fantastic. Holds like a rock. I've never had one slip. They shoot great. I don't know. For me, it's an all-around win. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Oh. Yeah, so I don't know how I'm gonna figure all this out with all the shooting and the slinging and all that stuff, but I'm hoping that all the problems with the shipping to the US is gone. And once I can get some confirmation on that, we'll start doing the raffles again. Get those done, because it's kind of shit. All these guys, everyone getting charged for tariffs and the extra expense it ends up bringing in all these slingshots crossing borders and whatnot. You know, it's just fuck. I don't know. It seems like this whole thing only really, I mean, it hurts big businesses too, but it shuts down the small little guys, causes a big problem. So once they can figure all that shit out, we should be good. Yeah, and I've got that red Avro. I've got a white Avro, white and black Avro I got to clean up. I've got that last one that I was working on that it's got the split core in it, all made out of micarta. I've got that one. I just got to sand and polish. So it's coming along. It's coming along pretty good. Oh. What size ammo am I shooting? I'm shooting 1/4 inch. 1/4 inch, 0.4 bands. I'm shooting 0.4 Omega right now. I've been testing this out for a little while and I'm really liking it. Nice light little draw weight. Shoots fantastic. It's got good speed even in this cold. We're somewhere around -2, -3 today. It's supposed to be even warmer tomorrow. I can't wait. Hopefully no more snowfalls though. I got a crap ton of snow yesterday, something around 8 inches. It was fucking nuts. My son went out to drive to leave to go to work this morning. Got stuck on the big bump on the plow. He didn't get it at a good enough speed. I got out this morning with a snowblower, cleaned it all up, and well, now we're out here doing some shooting, so it's pretty decent. Were you able to see my slings? Well, I have one in my pocket I can show you. I'll be shooting in a minute. This one's kind of unfinished though. I never buffed this one up or anything to make it shiny or anything, but this is my personal shooter. I absolutely love this frame. I don't have a website or anything either. I usually just post them up on Facebook or sell them in raffles directly right off of here. But I've got a few of them that were kind of in the works, and I just pumped the brakes on because of all the problems that I was getting trying to ship things and extra charges and fuck, man, it was a nightmare. So we'll see if everything opens up. I'll start getting those raffles going. Usually, what I do for something like that, I'll charge. I'll do like 16 spots. 16 spots. We'll do it live on a raffle, and I spin that wheel. We pick a winner, and I ship it right off to them the next day or that week sometime. And it's $10 all in, shipping included. So can't really go wrong. Hoggy, what's up, bud? Frank, what's up? Yeah, at some point, I'm going to have to finish up my personal shooter too. Get it all sanded down 100% and buffed up, and I think it'll look. It'll be nice to have my own shooter that's all dolled up the way I like it. Oh, that little 20, man. That little 20 gives me trouble for some reason. And my phone's going ballistic. There we go. We got it. Looks cold as fuck. It's actually not that bad. It's right around 0, -2, -3, something like that today. Not too bad at all. The we had some cold weather earlier on this week though. We were in the -20s, but now we got some nice warm weather. Tomorrow's going to be even better. We're going to be around that 0+2 mark, so I can't wait to get out and do some fishing. Yeah, for those of you guys out there that don't have any of these flippers here from Skorgan Slings, I highly recommend you get them. They're freaking badass, man. They're really, really tough. I've been coming out, just putting an ass whooping on that bottom one. Just picking on it. Every time I shoot, I'm just shooting at it. And fuck, if I can get over there, I'd show you. The thing looks in great shape. See if I can zoom in from here, give you a better look at it. You can see it's in great shape. It's taken the beating. We've hit it, fuck, I don't know, thousands of times at this point. Just keeps taking those hits. It absolutely loves it. It sounds great. And when you hit that one dead center with a little metal chip inside of it, man, does it sound good. Oh, hit a little high on that one. I don't know how many we're at a row. Anybody counting? How many we've how many consecutive? Ah, there we go. Every time I start talking. Ooh. Was a lot of ugly up close, wasn't it? Tanner, I have no idea. It would be cool if it was, though. Take it easy, Joseph. Thanks for stopping in, bro. That little flipper, it's a 40. The little tiny one that's up on top is a 20. It seems smaller than that, though. My Wasp flipper, I could hit that thing over and over and over again. That little top one is a tough little bugger. I find I have to really, for whatever reason, with it being high like that, or higher up in my shooting range, I have to really get dialed in on it to get multiples in a row. There's one. I got one. I think I got it three times in a row, 2 times in my last live. But yeah, it's a tough little target. It looks really fucking far. Yeah, it's around 11 meters. It's nothing crazy. What's up, Cody? Yeah, the shock cord and the flippers is awesome, man. And what I do is on the inside of my catch box, I got this tip from Rex. On the inside of my catch box, I put the you ever see those cable ties that have the little loop on them for like screwing into things? I got those inside here. So on my shock cord, I attach little hooks to them, and I can swap them in and out right through those little holes. Very, very easy. Yo, Shades is in the house. Yeah, I can't. It's kind of wild. So I don't know how I'm going to try to turn the whole channel thing around. See if I can get the numbers back up to where they were before. But I don't know. I don't know what the deal is what's going on. But like the views just fell off a cliff. I mean, it could just be people are starting to get sick of my ugly mug and it's maybe time to pack it up, or maybe not, or maybe it's just because I've been doing lives and not doing extra videos or whatever. I don't know. But it's not like I've been missing weeks or anything. You know, that's the thing I can't wrap my head around. And all of a sudden it was just like, man, having one of these lives, 3 hours, 20,000 views, 16,000 views, always in around that area, now struggling to get 500. It's just wild. Yeah. It's wild and weird. I have no explanation for it. So wish I did. Wish I could figure it out, but whatever. It is what it is. Might have to sling naked. Yeah, maybe, eh? Maybe put a link to my OnlyFans, do a little bit of dancing, you know? One of these little dances things, whatever it is that they do, you know? I'll dangle a slingshot around for that niche crowd who like fat balding dudes to shoot slingshots. My man, that's the way to do it. Hey, what's going on, man? Ooh, we got the little guy. Just missed it. Hey, Chuck and Steel, what's happening, buddy? Getting a little action with the Aries today. Sorry I'm so busy, but I had to say hi. Love you all. Mark, keep throwing ammo, brother. I'll do the best I can, man. I'll do the best I can. Times are tough up here, though. Times are tough up here, and ATO's getting no love. It's been kind of rough. I've got the few solid guys, few solid supporters here to keep on popping in here, but it's been brutal, bro. We'll see if we can see if we can figure something out. Kind of liking the 1/4 inch though. 1/4 inch is a lot of fun. Chuck of Steel's probably saying that's baby ammo. Yeah. I won't be able to chat. Oh, no worries, buddy. Thanks for stopping in, man. I'm glad. It just feels good to know that you're watching, bro. J-Beard, thanks for all the good advice. I've been watching a lot of your videos. Hey, man, I'm glad that that kind of stuff still helped, man. I'm, you know, those vids are helping you out. I'm still with you, but lurking. Sean, thanks, buddy. Appreciate you, bud. It's a bitch, eh? You know what, Numbskull? I decided to switch down to 1/4 inch, and I was thinking that it's going to help me. But believe it or not, I think it's going to help me improve my release even more if I can tame these little bastards. I didn't think it was going to get tougher. It was kind of weird because I was shooting a lot with the 8mm steel for a long time, and I really liked it. And then I was talking with Smo. I started shooting. He was talking about shooting 1/4 inch, and that he thought that he might have actually started to shoot better with those. I said, fuck it. You know, I should give it a try, but give it like a real try this time, not just like, you know, take a couple of shots and be like, fuck this. So I started shooting it, and within a couple of shooting sessions, I was doing some of the best shooting that I've done. Now, why that is, I don't know. It could have just been that I was hitting like a training peak, I guess you could say. You know, when you're practicing a lot and you find yourself getting better, and then all of a sudden you start getting these weird things start to happen. I could have been at the peak of one of those because I was shooting really good with a 1/4 inch, some of my best shooting that I've done, and it's gone downhill since. Now, that a lot of that is due to lack of practice. because of the weather and the winter, and you know, it's just everything is more difficult with the lack of sunlight and all that shit. But I'm wondering if I should go back up to 8 mil steel. I don't know. I don't know yet. But the quarter inch is a lot of fun. I like it. It's cheap. I mean, for the amount I can buy, let's say 5,000 rounds for, I could buy 10,000 or more with for the quarter inch. Why? I don't know what the big deal is, even though they sell it by weight or whatever. Yo, what's up, Will? It has, Andrew? Mr. Mo, it has. You've gone down, definitely improved your accuracy and consistency. I think so too. I think that has a lot to do with the draw weight though, because you start using lighter setups, which should give you better accuracy. But the release is definitely a little tougher with these small little guys. And I've seen some guys go down to even smaller ammo and shoot the really, really tiny stuff. And man, I don't know if I can handle that. Fuck, miss. But so far, I'm finding it pretty, cool, the quarter inch. But I mean, I'm curious to see how this is going to shoot, because the 8 mil, and another benefit too, the 8 mil steel, I usually had to go up to 0.5 bands in wintertime, because the 0.45 were too slow with 8 mil steel. The 0.4 is plenty fast with the quarter inch, and I'm really liking the 0.4 Omega. I haven't even tried the green yet, but the white's really, really nice. We're getting plenty of shots out here, and I was kind of concerned that maybe with the white bands, they would get colder faster. But I mean, I'm getting three or four spins off of a big heavy flipper like that, shooting quarter inch steel. I don't know, man. I don't know. Definitely not a hunting setup. That's for sure. Although with the right amount of speed, you might be able to stop something with it. But testing it on the steel cans and all that stuff, see if I can get punctures and everything, is pretty tough. BBs are fun to shoot, but release has to be spot on. Yeah, 100%, man. Yes, it does. It helped me figure out my release. Even when I go back to 5/16 with heavier bands, I'm still more accurate and consistent. Yeah, you know what? That's what I heard. And I think it was Nathan Masters one time in one of his videos. He was talking about one of his buddies. I can't even remember if it was in a video or if it was in one of the forums that I was involved in. He was talking about some guy that was a BB shooter. He used to shoot BBs all the time. But he was saying that dude had the best release he'd ever seen. I think it was Nathan who said that. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But with my big fingers, I can't hold on to quarter inch steel balls. Yeah, I got some pretty big mitts on me too, man. These little quarter inch guys are small. It was definitely a learning curve. And I tried shooting a pit locating pouch with these things, and it's a no-go. It's too flat and too small. With a decent sized thick pouch, my quarter inch is actually about the same size as an 8 mil steel on its own, and an 8 mil steel with a regular pouch is about the same size as a 9.5. So, and so on. So that's why I like the larger ammo, like 9.5 and 11 mil steel. That's why I like them in pit locating pouches. because it is a little bit on the smaller side than it would be in a normal pouch. Like a 9.5 would actually be around 11 mil, 11 mil, or 11 and a half, for example. But totally out of practice. This is pretty bad. Not shooting terrible, but I'm not shooting great. I'm not shooting the way I normally shoot, that's for sure. Yeah. Yeah, before winter started, my my average on a 40 was around 10. It was pretty good. I was getting much higher than 10s in a row often. Now we've definitely gone down a little. But it's funny, these sling shooting skills, they're definitely perishable. It's something you got to keep frosty, keep them cold in the fridge. You know what I mean? Keep shooting, even if it's. I think even on the really cold days when it's shitty outside, it would be actually beneficial to still get into the garage and just keep that release warm. You know what I mean? Get in, even though it's a little bit closer than the 33 feet. But just get out here and constantly just get the reps in. You know. Couple hundred a week at least, you know, just to keep your form and everything looking nice. Just use a really tiny target, so that close distance you still have to really dial it in to hit that target. It might be worth it than just not shooting. My bullshit job is killing me. Oh, Z, that's no good, buddy. How you been, bro? I'm looking forward to that, to getting some fishing done tomorrow morning. Gotta make sure I'm on the ice around 7. Make sure I get a good spot. I don't want to go too far out with all the snow that's out there. It's a terrible dragging 100 pounds of gear over that shit. It just sinks and flips your shit over, and which kind of reminds me, I'm gonna have to go and get my minnows out of the freezer soon. Make sure that they're thawed out. Actually, I shouldn't really call them minnows. They're pretty big. I'm doing good, Z buddy. How are you? What I found sling shooting is like shooting my longbow. Yeah, you got to keep those reps in, eh? Keep those reps in. Daily practice, even at a closer distance, will definitely keep you informed. Yeah. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe that's what I should do, is just when I get back from work or whatever it is, take 15 minutes, get a couple of reps in. At the target in the garage would make a very big difference. Here's something interesting. Imagine this. We did quite a bit of shooting last live with these guys, with this frame. Stayed in my pocket, zipped up for the whole week or 2 weeks. I guess I can't even remember now when the last time was. And we've shot probably somewhere around 100 shots already today. I mean, I've cleaned out one side of my magnet. This thing's got quite a few shots through it. It's doing pretty good. Especially shooting out in these temperatures, you know? Like last week it was like -10 when we were shooting. Got a bunch of shots through that one. Today, -2 or -3. Very, very little wind, but we're doing okay with it. Most of my shooting I've been doing lately has been with my with my Planchetto, my pickle fork. Been getting a lot of shooting done with that thing. It's been fun. Kind of addicted to it. I was thinking about bringing out a pickle again today too, but I wanted to work on some short draw. Yeah, see how it goes. But after the live here, I'll be heading down into the garage and getting some work done, and then packing up my sled, getting ready for tomorrow morning. Thinking about filming an ice fishing video, but it kind of depends on how the weather is going to be, and see. If not, I might just do a bunch of series of shorts and see how that goes. Just keep constantly feeding the machine and see if it turns things around, gets everything back up where we used to be. I got this cool thing for my barbecue too. I'm thinking about doing a grill and slinger pretty soon. Coming out here and doing some shooting and some cooking. But it's like a what do you call it? Like a hot plate, I guess. Similar to a cast iron hot plate that'll fit on my barbecue. And I'm thinking about getting some smash burgers done. And get another video of the grill and slinger up. Maybe do some fajitas or something. I don't know. Can't go wrong with fajitas. I love fajitas. Get some chicken on that little skillet there. Do some grilling, do some slinging. Well, let's say R&R and heavy metal kicking me in the ass. Yeah, how come you've been so busy? What's going on there, Mr. Z? You guys been busy at work? Big contracts coming in? Yeah, I'm really liking these pouches from Andrew Axum also. I gotta reach out to him and ask him what this material is, but when it comes to microfiber pouches, this might be the nicest material I've ever used. Man, it's got the right amount of grip to it. It's kind of thick and firm. Not like some of those other ones that go super, super soft. You know, I've got quite a few shots through these ones now, enough to break it in for sure. And it's holding up real well. And it almost feels like a leather pouch. It's kind of weird. It's not like one of those full leather feels at all. It definitely feels like a microfiber, but it's just so thick and dense that I don't know, it's kind of hard to explain. It feels like a slightly worn in Roo pouch. We got a whole bunch in a row there. Have you had the Scout LT2 and is it any good? Yes, it is very good actually. It's quite a nice slingshot. It's fun to shoot. Got to bounce, everyone. Be good. You talking about pouches, Mark? Yeah, buddy. Talking about pouches. Got to love these bad boys here. Freaking awesome. How do you aim? Well, there's a few things I could probably help you out with a little bit. So you have to consider your anchor point when you draw back. You want your, see if I can get back far enough for you, but you want your bands to stretch out evenly. So your forks are going to be stacked on top of each other and everything kind of lines up evenly. That's your first thing. You want, when you're looking down there, you want your bands to be stacked on top of each other. See how you see two bands? You want it to look like that. So it's like one band when you're looking down there. Now, if you're standing nice and tall and you need to do this, but when you're looking down, all you see is one band, that's still okay. So what I do is, because I've got that even stretch going all the way down, I just look right at the tip of my fork and I line that up with wherever I'm shooting at 10 meters. And usually that's where it lands. Now that's because this fork width kind of fits my body. When I shoot a wider fork width, I shoot a little bit low. When I shoot a skinnier fork width, I shoot high with that anchor point. I never change my anchor point. I always change my reference point on my fork. But that's pretty much it. A lot of how you release is where your shot's going to go. So if you've ever done any archery, you know that when you draw back your bow, whether you're 1 up, 2 down, or 3 under, if you aggressively let go of your string's going to kind of wobble when it takes off, and you never really know how it's going to be, where your shot's going to land. And that's kind of the same thing with the slingshot. You really want to release that ball as smooth and as gentle as you can for it to shoot as straight as possible. We had guys that were at the club that were shooting bows back in the day, and they got into a habit of releasing their string, dropping their hand, and then having the back tension pull their shoulder back. They would plunk and drop it down, but they were actually started fucking around so much doing that, instead of just using your back tension to pull. And in my case, I use a trigger release. I would pull back and it'd go, and I would pull back this way. A lot of the guys that were using just the 3 fingers should have done the same thing, pull back and just let it slip from their hand and keep their hand. But when they started doing the drop, they started messing up their shot. So it's kind of important to try to keep your form. We call it the follow through. Keep your form until your ammo has actually hit the target. So something like this, I guess. And then drop your hand. So in my case, I land up on my anchor point. I take my shot. I keep everything where it is as I've done it. And my release is only a tiny little movement like this. That's it. Just enough to get my hand open. But you definitely don't want to have any movement after you've let go of that pouch or that ball. Some people like to do the flick thing. That could you could start doing this all of a sudden, and you're shooting low, start shooting like this, shooting high, flicking straight, and you could be hooking to the left. It's very much better to take your shot, keep everything stable, and stay in your form the whole way from beginning to end. Yeah, man. But most of things, people who lead this company are fucking idiots and makes unnecessary problems. And election is this year in my country, so corrupted assholes smash everything. Yeah. I know. Everyone's pissing and moaning for power, but it's only the little guys that end up suffering for this. Tizzy, thank you very much. Fighting for a better position in politics. Yep. Yo, what's up, Dean? How you doing, bud? Feels good to be out shooting. Feels good to be out in this weather. This is beautiful outside today. I feel like I'm getting a sunburn on the old noggin. Let's have a little fun with that squirrel ball. We'll take 5 shots, see if we can hit it. We're going after the yellow guy. See if I can get you to zoom in on that. There we go. Go after the other guy. We'll give it 5 shots, see if we can get him. That was close. That was close, but we didn't hit him. I missed it by about a half centimeter. It's hard to get it on the wiggle like that. Shouldn't even count that shot. So here we go. This will be shot number 2. Right under it again. Tried to make up for that low, and I ended up shooting high and right. That's the second time I think now that the ball has hit it on the way back, on the way back from hitting the curtain. Oh, fuck. And you know what the tough thing is man, when I'm in form, I'm hitting that thing about 30%. 30%, sometimes 40%. Even hitting it on the move. There we go. Got it. I think that was 6 shots. Oh well, not the best. The afternoon is good. Indeed, indeed. I don't know what time we're looking at now. It must be around lunchtime. Oh, fuck, almost 2 o'clock. Where's the day going? Yeah. Yeah, another beautiful day though. It's just what I needed. Look at that, 36 people in here. I haven't seen those kind of numbers in God knows how long. Should we go after that chipmunk ball now since we got the squirrel ball? We could do that. Let's try that. Let's have some fun. All right. Now the chipmunk ball is a tiny white one on that side. On the bottom, that side right there. See if we can get it. We'll try this one in 5 too. Close, but man, we're it's a tough little target. I didn't hit the ball on that one. I actually hit the string just above the ball, so it doesn't really count. There we go. I'll take that. Yeah, so we're out here kicking ass, taking names with the Aries. This thing's pretty badass, man, honestly. If you don't have an Aries, you should probably get one. And Tim's work with micarta is fucking fantastic. I've had this guy for quite a long time. The Aries just came out, and I shot the shit out of this thing a lot. It's my second favorite frame in the whole fucking world. I love this thing. But look at it. It still looks fantastic. It's even holding up. I'm not even getting that funny ring mark I get from all my frames. I get a little wear mark on it. Nothing. I don't know what Tim does with these things, but my God, he gets them finished nice. I'd love to know his secrets. I really would. I think we'll put this guy aside now for a bit. We'll shoot the Avro. It's always a little bit of a learning curve switching from the Aries to the Avro. Even though they're both 90mm fork widths, and there's so much similarities to them, they definitely shoot different. So the Aries, I think because the forks are quite a bit shorter than the Avros, I have to cant the frame a little bit more. Kind of like my my two frames from Island Made Catapults too. They're the exact same thing too. There's kind of like a sweet spot in frame length and fork length that I end up getting into where I don't have to cant the frame and it just stays like that. But other times I don't know why. Some of them I just have to do it. Yeah, high and left. Yeah, high and right, I mean. Yeah, very interesting. But I'm in love with this frame. And the weight difference on this one's quite a bit because of the aluminum core in there. It's definitely, you definitely know you got yourself a chunky frame in your hand, but it shoots damn nice. Probably my best shooter. But it's probably my best shooter, but the Aries is a very, very close second. It might actually be the better shooter today, or it might be. It will be probably. We'll see. Yep, can't hit a fucking thing. Had the same problem last time too. Came out here, did some shooting with the Aries first, and then I couldn't shoot the Avro after. Here we go. Yeah, for whatever reason, I'm getting I'm shooting to the right a little bit. I don't know what the deal is. It might be a I don't know what it is. I don't even want to speculate at this point. I'm just gonna have to work it out. Yeah, could just be that I anchor the Aries the same height on my face, but a little bit closer in than this one. This one I tend to pull back along my cheekbone a little bit more. Just barely got that one. Is it weather better there, Mark? It's not bad. It's getting better. I mean, we're around -3 now. It's not -20 or -30 or any dumb shit like that. At least it's pretty decent here today. Well, today it is anyway. Last weekend when I did my live, it was -10. So having the 0-degree weather is welcome. That's for sure. Yeah, that 0-degree weather is definitely welcome. The -10, -20 shit, it sucks. You get into your car and your car is fucking cold, takes forever to warm up. You're slipping and sliding all over the road. Your bands don't shoot properly. They're cold. They shoot slower. Maybe his muscle memory messing with you. Yeah, man, I haven't been getting that much shooting done lately anyway, so that's part of the yo, what's up, killer? It's been a while, so it's I need to get some more practice in. It's definitely killing me a little bit. Definitely slowing me down. The my average usually on a 40 mil flipper is like it's around 10, my average, and today it's not showing that. That's for sure. But that the lack of shooting is definitely fucking with me a little bit. But we'll get back up there. Just take some time. Take some time. Take some practice. If I start now, and I come out here and I do my my regular rounds, my shooting and all that stuff, I should be even in a better place than I was at the end of the summer this year. Which is very good because I did some of my best shooting at the end of the year this year. I was really fucking precise, man. It was great. I landed one of my best shots ever too. I did I had one of my recent videos. I was down on the grass and I hit a 1/4 inch steel with a 1/4 inch steel from around 12 meters out. It was a really, really nice shot. Yeah, we hit. I hit something small before. I hit a 9.5 clay ammo first, and then I got the 1/4 inch steel. I think that was with the might have been with the Hooligan, the red, white, and black Hooligan that I got from Andrea there. Prime fork, freaking nice, man. Yeah. Yo, Vince, what's happening, man? Anybody else out there getting some practicing? I have to shoot an event in 5 months. What tips do I have? I can't much. Oh, dude, I got a lot of good stuff in my playlist. Quick tips, man. That'll take you anywhere from setting up your bands all the way to figuring out your release, what size ammo or what size frame would fit your face, and how to shoot them if it's a little bit bigger or smaller. I got lots and lots of good information in there, but the most important is your release. Yo, what's up, Andy? How you doing, buddy? Yeah, there was a guy named Linder Sucks. He has this great video talking about a release, and he does something very simple. He puts a 1/4 on the floor, and then he tries to hold a 1/4 above that 1/4, about a foot, and then just drop that 1/4 to hit the other 1/4. Now, it sounds like a pretty easy task, but if you're grabbing that 1/4 and you're squeezing it really, really hard, then you're trying to release it to make sure it drops down and hits that thing, you're going to miss it almost every time. But if you gently hold on to that 1/4 and you just let it slip from your fingers and drop straight down, you almost hit it every single time. So that's a very good way to figure out your release and how you're shooting, and that'll definitely calm down your shots. Yo, what's up, Dave? Yeah, the weather's nice. I'm shooting 0.8 bands and 10mm steel. I just can't fine tune my shooting and hit is inconsistent. Do you always shoot? What's your taper that you use? 25-20? Because if you're shooting 10mm steel, I'm gonna have to assume that you're shooting that because you hunt. So if you're gonna go out hunting and shooting that, and you're shooting 10mm steel, yeah, 25-20. Try switching that up from 25 to 15. You're gonna reduce your draw weight a little bit, and you'll probably get a little bit more speed. And if you have a Crony, I highly recommend you go by and you check out what your... Yeah, I shoot that hunting, but also target. Yeah. So if you're going to be out there shooting and practicing with that 10mm, so you can get out there and hunt, that's your main purpose, then I would definitely try 25-15. And if you have a Crony, throw a couple of shots through the Crony. If you're shooting ammo that big, 240 feet per second is more than enough speed you need to take rabbit or anything like that. So if you're shooting that size ammo, 10 millimeter, you've got more than enough. If you're shooting around 240, 250 feet per second, you're fine. If you're shooting more than that, you can actually dial it back a little bit, and it'll give you a lighter draw weight, which will increase your accuracy a little bit. That's what I would do anyway. There's on one of the forums, it showed you how many joules is necessary to take different game. They had like a chart that you could check out, and it's a very useful tool. Because if you're trying to figure all that out, and your main purpose is for hunting, for example, and you target shoot and you practice this way for hunting, like that is your primary goal, then I would definitely look up that chart. And then you could do use the calculator to kind of give you an idea of how many joules you're getting out of your band sets. And then you could fine tune it to make sure that you're getting the most out of your shots. Me saying that meaning that you've got the lowest draw weight that you could use while still creating creating enough energy that'll still take game. But that's probably the best way to go about it if that's what your primary goal is. Oh, drop that one in the snow. That one's gone. Wow. So me and my boys have an event. We're practicing a 10-meter straight line with a catch box like yours. Oh, nice. No, nothing different. Nothing at all. If I come out here, like right now, I'm shooting 0.4 with 1/4-inch steel, and they're shooting fine. When I start shooting and it's like around -10, yes, the bands do start to slow down. Yes, they do start to slow down. So basically what I do is I just go up a size in elastic. So I would probably be shooting 0.45. That's the only thing I do. I find all the cold weather bands are pretty much a gimmick. They shoot decently, I guess. They react pretty much the same way as all the bands I've ever tested. So I've tried like Precise cold weather bands, for example. I've tried other bands, regular bands out in the cold. They all seem to have that 30 to 50 feet per second drop when you reach around that -15 area. So nothing really changes except for the anti-cold bands have a heavier draw weight, which doesn't really help your shooting at all. What I would suggest is just if you're shooting like 8mm steel, instead of shooting 0.45 bands, go to 0.6 bands using the same stuff you normally use, and that'll do it for you. In my case, I only go up like a half size. So I go from 0.4 to 0.45 with this small ammo I'm using. 8mm. 8mm, I had to do the same thing. I was shooting 0.45 when it started reaching that zero area. I would bump it up to 0.5 or 0.55, 0.6, something like that. When I went to 0.6, I changed my taper a little bit. I usually shoot at 2214 for 8mm steel, and I would switch it to a 2012 or something like that, just so it wasn't so much of a difference. But that's what I would do. I stay away from those cold weather bands. I haven't found any of them that were really all that good. Some of the best bands I've ever tried in the cold, though, was GZK Orange and Simple Shot. There was another band, too, that was very good in the cold, but I'll never mention them on my channel again because it's fucking run by a scammer. And it sucks because they were some of my favorite bands, but he screwed me and a bunch of my subscribers. So they were also doing hunter scores with that. Does oiling or lubricating help if the bands slow down? I would not put any kind of oil at all on my bands at any time. Probably the worst thing you can do with your bands is getting them wet. I do know that there are some tube shooters out there that have like a fancy little oil that they would put on things to reduce wear and all that kind of stuff. But I couldn't tell you if there's one that's safe out there for latex or not, and all that stuff. But no, I don't lubricate my bands at all. I in fact try my hardest to keep them dry and out of the sunlight. The sunlight is a big killer, and anything that puts off ozone. So leave it away from get it away from electrical devices and all that stuff. Do I hunt? I'm fully licensed to hunt, but in my province, I'm not allowed to hunt with a slingshot. So, I've been trying hard to get into Ontario somewhere because there you are allowed to hunt with a slingshot, and I wanted to go up there and go do some hunting, but I can't do it here in my province. It's illegal. It kind of sucks because I can go out and hunt hunt a rabbit with my bow, kill it with a thumper arrow. And it's blunt force trauma that basically drops that critter. I could do the exact same thing, except for I'm even better with a slingshot. So it's kind of wild that I can't hunt with that. But on the same side, I can imagine you don't want to have a bunch of kids running around shooting birds everywhere either. So I don't know. In my case, I'm fully licensed to hunt with a bow. So why not just let me use a slingshot? I mean, out on a small game trip, even if I brought my slingshot, I would probably still use it, maybe. But I don't know. It's illegal here, so even if I wanted to, that would be my favorite thing to do. Would be go out and do some doing some of these little hunting videos, going out and taking some rabbits and some grouse would be fucking awesome because it's like my favorite two favorite things combined in the same thing. I'm out sling shooting and bushcrafting and hunting and fishing and all that stuff all at the same time. It would be freaking awesome. But yeah, can't do it here, so it is what it is. I even bought my permits and everything to go in Ontario. I thought I had found land, but when I got there, it was all posted up private after. So somebody had bought the land in between the time that I found it, and I was just going to walk into the woods and get it. In behind that land was Crown land, which should have been okay, but I couldn't get access to that land. So they bought the land in front of that towards the access to the road, and then they blocked everyone from going into the public land, which sucks. They'll let you go through, but you have to pay them to get through the property. And I'm not going to pay somebody to go on a day hunting trip for a couple $100 just to take a couple of rabbits. Doesn't make sense. That seems silly. I thought you were in Ontario. I've taken a few rabbits and one squirrel. Some options too. Yeah. Don't you go off target switching between shooting arrows and slinging? Because I do. Oh, 100% I do. Even just switching slingshots like I just did. I was shooting the Aries earlier on, and I switched over to the Avro, and I missed a whole bunch of shots in the beginning. Everything has its own everything has its own feel, and it only reacts different, and it is what it is. I've also been shooting pickle fork a lot lately too, and that's a completely different style. I draw back here with my pickle fork, and I keep my hand kind of in a weird position. But that's the thing, you know. So switching back and forth between slingshots, switching back and forth between all kinds of shooting tools can definitely fuck you up a little bit. Yeah, I'm hoping this spring, if everything works out right, I'll be doing a turkey hunt this spring when it opens, and a buddy of mine will be going after those to see if we can get something. It'll be pretty nice. I got to get some reps through my bow though. That's the big problem, is getting those reps in. So if I can get that, then I'll be in. I might have to drive up to my buddy's place and take some shots at his target out in his field. Oh, what a beautiful day. Oh, there's a miss. Yeah, pigeons. We have a shit ton of them at work too. They're always flying in, shitting all over our pipes. and I've been trying to convince the guys at work just to let me in there. Let me in there on the weekend with a slingshot and a hand and a bag of seed, and I take care of that problem real quick. I've even caught a couple of them with my hands. Just walked out the door and threw them out the door. And then sure enough, as soon as the garage door opens up for a truck to come in, the little fuckers dive bomb right back inside. I get it though. They're just trying to warm up a little bit, you know. But it sucks having to clean up all your product when those things are shitting all over everything. I'm actually kind of glad though that we got a little bit more snow, because going into winter this year, the water was already low, and we haven't gotten our normal amount of snow yet this year. And when I went ice fishing the last couple of times, there's this one spot that I use as a kind of an idea of what kind of water I'm in. There's this big stone that sticks out of the water, and usually you could see it just poking out of the ice, just poking out of the ice. This year it's sticking out of the ice by 2.5 feet. So we're quite low. And that just means big trouble for next spring. The fishing season in spring is going to suck ass. Oh, pigeon, yeah, I don't know. Hugs from archery. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, slingshots are fun, man. Slingshots are a lot of fun. They're a lot of fun, and it's a way, and there's a lot of crossover too for all you guys that are out there shooting archery and you want to try shooting a slingshot, or vice versa. The road, a lot of, you know, how you set up a shot, your shot sequence, all that stuff is very, very similar in between the two of them. There's a couple of differences on how you would hold your slingshot versus your bow. When I hold my bow, I have a very, very loose grip, just enough to kind of hold on to it with my hand kind of canted, I guess, if that makes any sense. But the release torque, very, very similar. Lots of crossover on there. The back tension, something you should be implementing into it too if you're a sling shooter, is have your back do most of the work. Don't pull it back with your shoulders and your arms. What else? I know there's a bunch of things that have of all the crossover. I know for me was always about keeping my shoulders and everything, keeping that T position to make sure everything is nice and set up and even. I miss my wood slingshot. Yeah, I got a couple of really nice ones that I got some from friends. My buddy Tony Knesson sent me an absolute beautiful live oak natty, and it really is just a tree fork that's been cut and kind of sanded and polished up nice. I mean, he did a beautiful job cleaning it up. Don't get me wrong, but it is just a fork, and man, I could shoot fucking great with that thing. I love that thing. Some of the nicest slingshots I own. I got another one actually too. It's really nice. It's like a Kodiak from Smo Slings, a natty. Came out beautiful. He did an amazing job on it. Smo's work is just fucking insane. You see, you can definitely hear the difference, between the metal chip and the leather surrounding it when you hit it. When you hit the leather, makes a decent crack, gives it a couple flips. That's all great. When you hit that metal chip, though, whoo! When you hit that metal chip, you hear it like real loud. See if I can get another good clean one right on that center. There we go. It wasn't dead center. It was more towards one of the sides, but you could definitely hear the sound difference. Can you discuss some maths on how much joules are there in a slingshot for saying humane kill? Yeah, there's actually a chart that you could find online, joules for slingshot ammo and all that stuff, and it gives you a comparison on. You're going to need the weight of your ammo piece. When I did mine, I was getting 8 and 9 joules with 8mm steel, just for messing around to see what I can get, and it was pretty damn good. The all of that stuff that you could find on there, and it's pretty on that chart, and it's pretty good. Like, it'll give you everything you need to know, what size ammo you use and all that stuff. Just Google slingshot ammo and joules, and then you could figure out how many joules is required to stop, say, a rabbit or a bird or whatever it is. And in a way, it all figures out. And I was just talking about that earlier on here. So if you're looking to hunt at home, and you can look up those two things that are pretty easy to find. One of them was on a slingshot forum, and it breaks down of what ammo for the prey that you're looking at. One of them was a cottontail rabbit. The other one was a hare. Some of them were birds like grouse, all that stuff. And it would tell you what kind of speed you would need to get the right amount of joules to take that animal. But the most important thing you have to remember for any kind of humane thing or any ethical shot is don't shoot at anything that's outside of your skill level. Make sure that your skill level is there. And if you're not comfortable with taking these shots or shooting at an animal, and you don't think you can make a headshot, then you shouldn't be doing it. It's not like shooting a bow with with a judo point on it or something, where it's gonna hit it and tear it or cause damage and rip it or whatever it is. Like, if you're hitting a rabbit on the side of the body, you may stop it. Rabbits are pretty fragile, but a squirrel won't. A squirrel will take that shit, laugh at you, and fuck off. But it may die a little bit later. But you don't want to be injuring animals while you're out there. If you're gonna hunt, you got to hunt and do it ethically and safely. But that's definitely a good point. And finding out the amount of joules that you need. There's definitely charts. I've seen them all. I used to have them in my phone, actually, but I don't have them anymore. But have a look, check it out, and it'll explain to you what kind of joules you need. Me personally, if I was hunting just grouse or partridge, 8mm steel, I wouldn't worry about it too much. But anything other than that would be 9.5mm steel or bigger. That was my last shot. It is possible to shoot arrows with a slingshot. There's a few companies out there. There's a few companies out there that actually sell a slingshot with a whisker biscuit on it. And my buddy had one of them. I bought one from the Pathfinder Learning Center, or Self-Reliance Outfitters. I bought one from there. That was the first one I ever seen. I bought it. I sent it to my buddy. My buddy has it now. He was shooting it like crazy. But it shoots flat bands with like a little piece of paracord at the end that fits inside of your nock, and you can pull that back and just let it rip, and it shoots pretty damn good. You could even put a little D loop on there too if you want to use a trigger release. But yeah, it is possible. And there's guys out there that have it. And I think Simple Shot still sells a kit for that on their page. I will Google that joule chart right away after the live. I never knew that's there. Yeah, man. There's all kinds of things. And really, for all of you guys actually out there, I was a member, or I still am a member of the Slingshot forum. There's a Slingshot forum and a Slingshot community forum. Both of them are very, very good. And there's a shit ton of information you can find out there. So it's very, very good idea to check it out. I'm trying to fish with my bow. Oh man, I would love to. I wish there was a place out here I could do that. I'd go out with my canoe and just go out there and do bow fishing. There's a lot of carp that like to come out in sun, just in the weed beds. And it'd be nice to take out some of those bastards. Bring that thing home, fry it up, cook it, put it in my dog's food. No fucking way I'm eating carp. Shit's gross. But my dog might like it. Yep. Anyway, folks, I'm all out of ammo, and I'm not walking through all that shit to get more. So we're going to have to call this one. But we'll catch you next time. Thanks for joining me. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow live from the ice. But you guys take care. Stay safe. Get up practice. Be good to each other. I'll see you again soon. I love you guys. Freaking awesome. Bye for now.